Hey guys, so another weekly higher time frame market update. Let's see where we are. Okay, DXI had a second bottom here and went nicely up, which was to expected because it didn't hit yet any significant level, which would be the first here. And then I would say the major level is here with a lot of let's see. So we are still there, likely going higher for a while. Yeah, SPX slowly regaining and going back to all-time high. There's still this gap here open, which we probably close before we go up. Yeah, there's this one. So total, let's see where we are there right now. We had nice BOS here. Now ranging here for a while. We didn't hit, still not the key liquidity level, which maybe never will hit. We have here already all the all-time highs right here, which, let's see, yeah, here's the all-time highs. Previous high, so it's more likely that we go next here on a total. I still hope that we get down to here, but currently it doesn't seem like it, which I have marked here from last time, this. But yeah, total 2. We didn't have any liquidity here yet, and we have here some weekly partial and monthly demand level up here, so quite close with a golden pocket. So yeah, it's currently quite in the middle of everything. This one could maybe, oh, doesn't, okay. Yeah, but we didn't take any liquidity here. So it's still the same. There's nothing really happening since last week on all these charts. Also, BOS here, we had a retouch of the previous high, and then we went slightly up and slowly. I mean, you can say this one is here a slight accumulation pattern so far, you know, like we have on Ethereum right now. Yeah, I mean, this looks clearly like accumulation. We have here small level, not too strong. And that's it. So yeah, not much to see here really. Here's the level. Here's the accumulation basically, slow, and we break through here. Finally, then Ethereum, I didn't even check yet if there's anything. There is no, can't see any real gap here formed. There's still this one here open at 1,700. So this is always to consider, but we have this huge gap already open for a very, very long time. I think that's it, yeah. So you have two gaps open. This one for a very long time already, for weeks, and this one recently. So yeah, price will likely go back there at some point. Doesn't need to be now, anytime soon, but it's likely going back there. Now we have here still this CME gap open to actually, we have here a small one open, and here the big one still at 91,000. Still open. Let's see B-Wall. We are still in support, so these two scenarios are still interesting. This one or this one. So some consolidation with a retracement at key level for another strong push into resistance for a blow off top. Or enter a longer consolidation with not much volatility on BTC stagnation and finally making the altcoins move. Here we are into nothing land in B-Wall 24 hours. B-Wall 7D, we are still very low. There's still not much happening, very far from resistance, so there's still a lot of long-term volatility left. Now the newest charts that I found is the Ethereum volatility, basically getting evol for 24 hours, which we were very low recently. The last few days, and it went nicely up now when we pushed past key level for a second. And Ethereum 7D is very, very low. I made some comments about it, that the last times we were this low, here And here we saw on Ethereum a small retracement. Let's see if I can find it on Ethereum. Here are the levels. So these are the two levels where Evol 70 was really low. We had both here a retracement and here a retracement with a strong up move. Here the same retracement. Very, very, very strong up move. That was the strongest up move ever. So yeah, both very nicely. So that gives a lot of confluence towards a retracement for now. This one was 10% here. I can show you quickly here. It was around 10%, 12%. This one was a bit more. I think it was on here where it's hit. This one was a good 17% drawdown. So yeah, that could work quite well if you look at Ethereum. Here we say we get 17% maybe retracement still, so that would be only around here. But yeah, no. Hitting a double bottom here. Okay, that's it. Now to the important charts. Ethereum BTC still hit it, didn't come back, so still very strong compared to Bitcoin. We also hit this one, and still going up. Dominance, Ethereum dominance. Bitcoin dominance nicely going down. It worked really well so far. So right now we on a daily, actually, which is interesting, which doesn't show it anymore, but on the daily we hit this one here and then went down. So we hit the HOV first. This one was a 60, then we hit the daily, and now last daily close, we hit the 2D. And now we have this level here left. So we likely retrace up here where it underperforms for a while again, Ethereum, and then again going nicely down. This is the last level I could find here, higher time frame, which we likely take, and then we have nothing here for a while until likely, obviously a new one could get formed here somewhere, but doesn't look like it really. Besides here, if we break through here, this one could be another one, daily key level. We break through here with a fair value gap, hit this one here somewhere, then go back here, and then go lower down. So yeah, this seems to be quite plausible right now, so I will quickly do it here. So what could happen is we go here, from here we don't go directly through, maybe make a small retracement, then we go either here or here, let's say from here, we go back here if it formed a fair value gap, and then go further down. Let's see if that will happen. It will probably take a few weeks to develop like this, maybe less, who knows. Okay, USDT, this is a big one. We didn't hit any small key. So last time we had here the downturn, we hit exactly basically this key level here. I think if you go on the lower, I mean it basically hit it with a fib. So that was nicely hit. Now we didn't hit anything. We hit the support very, very lightly, the bigger level, the 90 level. We hit very lightly, not really much, really. Still stopped it before that. So we didn't go much in yet, and we didn't hit the resistance yet. So it's currently in the middle of nowhere. What I would like to see is what currently happened, what I did last week actually. I think a week ago around, I did this one, I formed this one. So we go down, we go up, we hit it again. I think it was exactly here around. Yeah, here around. So we went up and down, and now I want to see it going to this level here. This is quite important. Level or this level. I want either this one or this one. Could be very well happening. So this is still in play. Or, which is more unlikely, but I think more unlikely, is we hit this one here, which I also marked yesterday, this one, and then we went up, like I thought. We went down here, went up around to here, and then next we will break through, which is, I feel like, more unlikely because it's a 90 level. It's quite big. We have here another 222-hour, 3 times fair value gap level. Should be also at least giving a decent reaction. So still favor this one more likely than any other one. BTC, yeah, I would say it went through all-time high. Breakthrough on the daily, we went above all-time high. On the weekly, actually, sorry. On the weekly, we didn't go above it. We're still holding all-time high. I want to mark that again. I think I got rid of it. This high, still here, still not went through it. So the weekly closer, which is actually also monthly closer, is quite interesting to watch. The next one in a few days, 3 days. So yeah, so we are dumping. We are doing nothing right now really, which is quite interesting. So we went above. It didn't take the 114K from CZ trade yet, but the big trend line that last time gave us this 2 times this huge movement down. So here, the last all-time high basically, and we had this huge drawdown. It hit here, which is from, actually, I can show you, which is from 2018 here. This one went through here and hit here again, and then here another hits, which made a crazy big reaction. Didn't hit yet. So obviously, the more often a trend line is hit, the weaker it gets. So there's a chance we just bust through it. But in regards to that, we didn't have a decent retracement, this whole move up here, from 74K. We didn't have any decent pullback yet, very shallows here. Makes me more think that, that the trend line finally lines up with the 114K level, which it actually does, in the next 2-3 days, that we will likely hit it. I will take for sure a hedge short here, quite a decent, maybe probably 1 to 2%, 1 to 2% risk, and try to ride it down as much as I can. I would like to see this level actually. I like this level. It's more hidden, more lower time frame, but I quite like it. Obviously, it can easily go to the 90K here, to the 91K. We have a lot higher time frame. Liquidity with the CME gap still open here. So I would really love to see actually it going more down to here, which I don't know, could take a while. Obviously, if there's no like really bad news coming. But yeah, I'll take for sure a short here. Could obviously hit stop loss very easily, but that's the risk that you take, and it's important to hedge your long positions in that way. So yeah, this is Bitcoin. I won't take any trades besides shorts right now on Bitcoin because it's clearly the weaker coin right now. So on Ethereum, we can see, let's go on the lower time frame actually. We broke through the past resistance, which was here. We broke very briefly through it, hit exactly the daily OB and the 18-hour HOB, and perfectly hit it and went down. Now we have 2 small lower time frame levels here, with the GP here. Yeah, I've currently a long open from around the 66 here, which I would close slightly in profit if it goes through the GP. And then if we go lower here, I will try to open a short position around here, which could also mark a U-turn, which is a Wyckoff distribution schematic, where it's basically like similar to a spring in the accumulation schematic of Wyckoff, where you basically break out of the range, and it's a fake out in a sense. So think for a pattern, and then finally make the right move downwards, which I'm currently monitoring very closely to hopefully, if we break down, which I really prefer right now still, take a shot here. Anything else is really right now not mentionable. I think that's the most important to look at. So I will quickly do this one, which is here, basically the same. I can get rid of this one. So this is my, from last week, basically, this analyzer, which so far worked out. It's currently basically forming, but the other one that I can see is we're going now, make it really tight, going out to here is a lower time frame level, then we break out here, go back here, and then we finally go down to at least here. Could form a double bottom, or we go lower, which is if we have the same as before, when, so this is one of the scenarios that I can see, if we have the same happening as when we were before, let's say in the daily, here, and these lows that we had before, this one and this low here, if the same happens, which you can see here, so yeah, if the same happens, this one actually front run the main level, which is still open and we didn't hit it yet, the big one with 2 week and 3 week key level. I never hit it at all. If we front run similar to BTC, do the same with the key level, then it means we would form something similar to this that we go here, which is a daily partial plus a lot of, you can see here, a lot of lower middle time frame, 2x and other partials, 21 hour 2x, 20 hour 2x. So 2x means 2 times fair value gap. And also the GP here, here's the GP. So we could form basically this one, which would be quite a bit of a drawdown right now. So that would be, let's see, that would be from the top, would be a good 22% drawdown, which is quite a bit. So I can't see it really happening. Like with Bitcoin dominance being so strong right now and respecting a lot of the key levels at the moment, it's more unlikely. I mean, yeah, if we go with BTC down, let's say we go here actually to finally close the CME gap and go into the big one, yes, that makes actually sense. Then we could go there, which will be like a, you know, like a 17 to 18% drawdown, which wouldn't be like crazy that we go on Ethereum then, you know, a good 22% basically down. So would be actually possible. I don't think we quite make it to here, maybe. I don't think. I will for sure add some positions spot here and here. Maybe here, I don't know yet 100%. I need to see where USDT is right now. If USDT is already at least at the first level, I probably will add some. And it's at the second level for sure. So I mainly will decide when to enter spot and futures along with the confirmation of where we are right now, which my most optimal level is here, and then my second most optimal level would be around this area, the 0.5 with the higher time frame 0.38, and obviously, you know, the partials and other middle time frame HOBs. So yeah, I think that's it for a week. Let's see how much it comes true. My prediction that I have right now, still my favorite would be this one, because we had quite a strong reaction here, and normally when we get such a strong reaction at one level and I barely touched it, if we touch it a second time, which would actually coincide with BTC being at 114K around, actually you can see, so how do I normally do it is take the current level extrapolate it up, let's say it's currently around 5%, and then go to USDT, and because of USDT is inverse, you need to actually do it the other way around. So we go from here, which is a 4%, and if we hit the lower level, let's say here, if we hit the lower level, that would be a good 5% right now. So this is still more likely for me right now to happen. If we go back, go a bit deeper into the level, and then finally retrace into it, which will likely happen before June, May. I think it's still in May, because we have on BTC we have quite a lot of high impact news in the next 2 days, which will be GDP, which is quite big. Forecast is very bad, so we'll see how that will work out. Previous was quite high, this is quite low forecast. And then we have a lot of personal income, personal spending, a lot of high impact news, then some are lower here. They're not, I mean, they're okay, but not as important as the next 2 days. Which would be, this is 3rd June, this is 2nd June. So yeah, I still believe that the whole narrative of like sell in May and go away, or whatever it's called, could be just a fake out basically down on May, that everyone believes like, yeah, better sell now, be sidelined because we will go low, so I can see a strong move down next, which would coincide with BVOL 7B still very low, so there will be some big movements coming soon, which is more likely to go down and up. And obviously the Ethereum volatility really low right now. Yeah, I think that's it. It's already very long, this video, and let's see next week what happens.